Are we okay?
Yes.
NTA, IT, are we okay?
Yes.
Okay. Damilola, are we good to
What's the
go?
matter? Bearing in mind all that has been happening thereafter the general election and what have you. New Nigeria People's Party came to force 2001. That was when myself and co-founders in Lagos thought it wise to register a political party with an intent to make our own contribution in the leadership of Nigeria. Of course, all of us know that one of the major problems in our country has to do with leadership. So from 2001 to 2022, we'll be making a lot of efforts. And that effort yielded results that led to the fact that we are not registered. That means we'll be winning elections. Well, I'm the leader of the party, I'm the founder of the party, I'm the life member of the board, and I'm the chairman board of trustees. Well, you're all aware that it's not so easy to enhance political party for the reason that it involves a lot of finance. And it's not so easy for most politicians to do with a political party that is unknown. The whole idea is about winning election. And of course, generally, whatever you do in life, you look at the interests you want to protect. And so, if you join a political party, naturally, you have to look and see what will be my dividend. And I guess that's why a lot of people are found in APC and PDP and all that. There is something at the back of their mind. However, the wise men of the National Assembly thought it wise to do with the constitutional provisions and the multi-party system in Nigeria. And I'm sure we're all aware that the essence of multi-party system is to create space. The first law of God is choice. And that scope is well thought, but the implementation not quite encouraging. But it's a constitutional provision. So it depends on what you want. And for me, as the founder of New Nigeria People's Party, I have what it takes. I have the capacity to be in any of the frontline political parties. But sometimes everybody might not think that way. There is a reason for multi-party system. And how do we take advantage of that? How do we take advantage of that? So some of us thought there's need. There are people who might be very, very, very popular, but they don't have the capacity. Maybe in their locality, they are popular, They may not have that kind of money or that kind of capacity to go and compete at the frontline political parties. But yet they're popular in their environment. So these are some of the thoughts. And of course, the essence of multi-party system. So it's been a very hard work and sacrifices that we have to make to be able to actualize the intents of the constitutional provisions, the multi-party system. And so it means that you have to grow gradually. And you eventually get to where you're going. And since 2001, we've been moving, we've been growing, and we have been growing until 2002. I was in my country home during the Christmas when Buba Galadima led a delegation comprising of Senator Hunkui, Professor Angwe, and the rest of them. And I was meant to understand that Senator Kwankwaso had the intention of giving a shot to the presidency of the country. The party is open to people, to Nigerians. And that was a great news. There are certain things you needed to be in politics. One, logistics. You are here now. If I don't have that logistics, you won't be here. You need state power. And of course, the ideology of the party. These are the three critical things. And so for me and my colleagues, we don't have state power. We don't have the logistics, but we have the ideology. And so we have to move and start from somewhere. So by the time somebody like Kwankwaso came in, of course before then, others, people like Idika Kalo, former Minister of Finance, contested the president of this country under NNPP, Professor Obodu from Edo State, Gatima Boboye Liman from Borno State, and all that. They've all made their inputs, and we are moving on. So by the time Kwankwaso came in, Kwankwaso has state power, former Minister of Defense. He has state power. He has finance. A great guy. And so we all are very happy to welcome him. In good hearts. In good hearts. And so we took off. Of course, you know, politics, a lot is involved in finance. But I can repeat here before all of you. That's at the time Kwankwaso came, ₦1,000 was not taken from him. I rather gave him money and blessed him. I wished him well. We took off from there. In that arrangement, there are other stakeholders, pressure groups, the Kwankwasia group, the NAGAF, the TNM, were part of the journey. And when I got to Abuja here, I did what I was supposed to do to bring everybody together and blessed all of them. And I went back to Lagos. This is I think second time getting into Lagos, into Abuja here. And many of you didn't see me. I have done my bit 2001 to 2022. I need to rest. I've worked hard. I've created the basis. As I speak to you, I'm on air. For you to know that there is nothing particular. That's why you don't see me. I'm so embarrassed by what Kwankwaso is doing. As I speak to you people, wherever that national headquarters of NNPP is, I've not been there. Not interested. I'm a child of God, a messenger of God. I've done what I'm asked to do. As I speak to you now, I've not been there. And I never asked any person to give me 1,000 naira. That does not mean I have so much money, no. What can we do to add value to a greater Nigeria? And some of you will begin to ask, this name, New Nigeria, 22 years ago, that somebody woke up and thought about a new Nigeria. All of you, if not all, if most of you, if not all, are married with children. When you have a child, you give your child a name. Particularly the women. They know what they went through, and then they name that child. Later, you ask, why did you give this child? He will tell you why he gave this child this name. Why the child? I'm an Igbo man, and that means a lot to us. The name attributed to somebody. New Nigeria People's Party, the concept. And everybody seated in this room is looking forward to what? A new Nigeria. The current administration is talking about the mantra of a renewed hope for a new Nigeria. So, I was shocked, surprised. And it seems to me, with all empirical evidence, that as at the time Kwankwaso came into this party, he had the intention to hijack this party. What a man. And some of us, we do things and we don't seem to believe that there is God. Not only that I kickstarted without a dime, during the election, wherever Kwankwaso goes, every state, I advance money there to enable a movement. All the governors, this man here, Ejabo, is the one I gave the money to distribute. I don't know them. If I see the Senator Kawu or Hanga, I don't know them. I've not met them. The 18 federal house members, I've not met them. I don't know them. I'm not interested. The state house, I'm not interested. What I need, can we get a greater Nigeria? That's no particular interest. But the good of Nigeria. And that's what God told me to do. So right now, thereafter the election, I discovered there was a subterranean movement to use the platform of New Nigeria People's Party to enhance the Kwankwaso movement. Without my consent. How will you do that? If you want to do that, why don't you discuss that with me? And you believe that you can do what you like for your personal interest. And there's nothing in you that tells you, what you are doing, this is wrong. I sent for Kwankwaso to come and see me in Lagos. And if he's coming, then he should come with the chairman of the party. I want to know what is going on. Because I'm receiving complaints to the extent in a sweeping, you dissolve 11 states, I mean 9 or 8 of them. No, I mean there are procedure if you have to. Today people are blaming me, so many people are blaming me because why did you allow Kwankwaso to take over the structure of the parties and that? Why? So you're blaming me now for being a good person because you people believe you are doing politics, for being nice to Senator Kwankwaso and creating opportunity for all these people who couldn't have succeeded maybe in other parties. Today you have a governor. Today you have senator. You have federal house. You have guys. Is that what I should be blamed for now? Is that what the life is all about? It doesn't make sense to me. And you people never had me. But I think that what Kwankwaso have done now that I do not understand was to the extent of changing the logo of the party. Mutilating the constitution, changing the color, and even the slogan of the party. How can you do this? What kind of impetus is this? What is Kwankwaso trying to teach these younger ones? Somebody who was former Minister of Defense, two times governor of Kano, a member of the Federal House, a senator of the Federal Republic. Just because you, what do you want? Why must you live a life like this? As you see me, I'm 70 years, not a young man. And my kids are, I'm a grandfather. Can I do this? And my kids are seeing, they're all grown-ups, working. One is a pilot, and all that. And I'm watching, what do you think you're doing? One is with the customs, and none of them has anything less than master's degree. Grown-ups. What do you think you're doing? So you see, am I coming to address some of you people is to actually let you people know. It's not for anything. But I think it will not be proper, and God will not forgive me. All these people, the whole of them from 2001, if I keep quiet, and Kwankwaso hijacks the party, what have I succeeded in doing? Well, he may decide to do that because he believes he has capacity. Fine, you may have capacity, but your capacity is no more than God. That's what you can never have. You know. So, right now, the state of the party. Cases are in court. And we're following up. Some are in appeal court. We're following up. But I really don't know. We're not lawyers. We are not lawyers. but we're educated. One thing that is very clear and certain is that when a matter is pending before a court, parties in the suit should remain in the original position until that matter is finally disposed of. Again, you will see the impetus of Senator Kwankwaso, Buba Galadima, and the rest of them, to the extent that rule of law are, I don't know, are not being followed. And I know that democracy is predicated on rule of law and development of a state. And so somebody who has risen to this level, hiding behind unemployed characters, but at the end of the day, you are simply disgracing yourself. Now, why do I talk about rule of law? This alleged illegal convention there is a court service to you that this matter is pending in court, and yet you went ahead to do the convention. The worst was the role INEC played. The umpire. INEC attended. Why? Well, I wouldn't want to speak more of INEC, but all I can say about INEC is that they should remember that if democracy succeeds, it's INEC. If it fails, it's INEC. Because INEC is the regulator that's supposed to be neutral. If not for any other thing, when a matter is before a court. And so somebody should ask, for instance, INEC, if you can give approval for change of logo, color, and all that, did you see the original certificate? Was the original certificate presented to you? The whole of you seated here, if you go into a bank, NTA, AIT, Arise, and all that, they are duly registered corporate bodies. If you want to go to a bank and open an account, are they not going to cite your original certificate? So INEC just changed the color because people that have been expelled from the party brought document to you. Of course, you attended, and you changed the color. How? How? We have case in appeal court in Oka. We have 2 cases in Federal High Court, Abuja here. We have a case which we have concluded in Katsina. We won. We have one that came up today in Kano. INEC, for God's sake, you know that there is crisis in this party. And everything going on, you are a party to it. You are served from the court. Why are you in a hurry? Can I ask, is INEC not in a position to use ADR, alternative dispute resolution, as the umpire? Well-established facts before you, there's an internal wrangling, leadership problem in this party. What effort have you made? Invite both parties and see whether you can resolve the matter or not. You have not done that. But you quickly change the logo. I don't know why. What are we teaching the young ones? What are we teaching the upcoming politicians? And I can tell you authoritatively that even Senator Kwankwaso himself, what he tells people, even his people in Kano, just now I'm in Lagos, I'm in Abuja here, I've seen 1 or 2, 3 people, and they just want to know whether the certificate is with me. I have to call Lagos. Aside from what I've done already, that many of you must have seen, to again show. And I say, send the original. You know, and Kwankwaso was telling them that I gave him the certificate. How can somebody at his level lie? Why is he lying? Are you lying? I don't know. So can you people tell me, supposing I've collected 1,000 naira from this man, what could this man do? That he still have this kind of heart. And people are following him. And you continue to deceive people. Why? Does it make sense? At that age, Kwankwaso should not be less than 70 years. I understand he says 68 or 69. But I don't think so. Kwankwaso should be more than 70 years. If I'm investigating. Will you do this? However, some of you will ask me, okay, what's the problem? The problem is this. The last I spoke to Kwankwaso, and he put me on record, that when all these people came to report that look at what this man is doing and all that, say, okay, Kwankwaso, please come with the chairman. I was in my house. He called me. As humility, God in his powers is known for humility. Kwankwaso cannot stay in a hotel and call me. I'm the founder of the party. I'm your boss. Yes. But humility is God that decides. This guy got to Lagos in one hotel like that in Ikeja and called me, and I said, okay, you're around. He said, okay, good. Where is the chairman? I asked him, where is the chairman? He said the chairman is not with him. I said, but I directed you. Mark the word, I directed you. You are my officer. I'm the founder. I'm the highest man, number one. You do all this nonsense with some of these unemployed characters around, it's not for somebody like me. Not me, not Dr. Aniebonam. And put it on record. And I said, if you are not with the chairman, I'm not going to see you. Go and bring the chairman. The intention was, come. Senator Kwankwaso, what's happening? What's going on? Look at. Let's talk about that. And he said, okay, so he asked me, so if I didn't come with the chairman, you won't see me. I said, no, I called you on official matter. It's not a friendly basis. Official matter. I need to see the chairman with you. Let me understand what's going on. Because I've seen all the body language, all the signs. So I'm no longer on that. It's okay, let me go back to Abuja and come back with the chairman. I said, well done. That was the last we spoke. He got back to Lagos and to Abuja and told all those unemployed characters, people I don't even know. Look at how he went to see Dr. Aniebonam and he said he was not going to see him unless he was the chairman. And he felt insulted. Yeah, you felt insulted that I gave you directive? I'm the founder of New Nigeria People's Party. I am the chairman board of trustee, a life member of the board. I provided you a platform to have a shot with great minds. The current president of the country, Peter Obi, Atiku, I gave you opportunity to do that. Have you done that before? And I do know that you have a political party As a matter of fact, the headquarters of NNPP was the headquarters of a party he facilitated. Alliance for Nigeria. Alliance for what?
Alliance National Party.
Alliance National Party. That's his party. But that was the registered. And you are doing like this. Who the hell you are? And you felt insulted. And then the next thing is to move a machinery, say I've been suspended, founder, a life member of the board. You say you are suspended. Can you imagine? What an audacity. Well, that's it. That's internal wrangling. Well, he has intentions to hijack NNPP. Let's see what Supreme Court will say. We're already in court. For the avoidance of that, all this disrespect for rule of law, you can do that. All these incidences will be reported back to the court. You can go ahead and do what you are doing. I will see how it goes. For me, there is no, what do you call it? In the eye of people, okay, faction. There's no faction in NNPP. Put me on record. The internal democracy, the constitution of NNPP has a process, has a procedure of handling issues internally. And as a matter of fact, first judgment, second judgment said that this matter is an internal matter of the party, that the party should go back and resolve the matter internally. That's the ruling. But we said no. The court must assume jurisdiction to give direction. We approach the court. We are the one that approach the court. We approach the court to give direction because we cannot resolve. And if we cannot resolve, then the court will have to take a responsibility. And that's why we are in appeal court. And we will continue until we get to the Supreme Court. That's on one part. The other part of it is that we have written to INEC under internal democracy, the constitution of our party. Of course, look at what the court is saying. And INEC itself recognizes internal democracy. If he had decided to keep quiet without deploying the IADR, fine, okay. The board, under relevant sections of our constitution, has the power to call to order anybody or group within the party. And we have exercised that inherent powers to write to INEC to hand over this party, to preserve the life of this party, pending the determination of what? The various cases in court. INEC never replied that letter. So I want you to ask questions. I repeat this portion. A section of our constitution says the inherent powers of the board to call to order. Now, there's crisis in this party, so to say, internal crisis. Whose responsibility? You don't need any person to tell you that the board of any organization is the soul, the conscience of the organization. They hold the assets and liability of an organization. Okay, give us the party, let us now see what we can do. And they kept quiet. The same INEC is changing our logo. Just look at it. In that regard, I want to believe that by now, the chairman of INEC must take responsibility. It's possible he doesn't know some of these things. Because in INEC, I think, from what I have seen, you have the chairman, you have directors down the line, manning specific areas. And with the load of work he has, I want to believe that by now that the chairman of INEC should take responsibility and see what is going in INEC. Because you must hold the law to be able to do what you are doing. Everything must not be in the courts. An effort you need to make as a leader. You know? So, well, that's why it's a no-hold-barred discussion. You are free to throw anything you want to throw. I'm here to answer. And no holds back. Because we got to a level that we need to talk to the country. Say, this is what's going on. And for me, if Senator Kwankwaso want to be the president of this country, and you are giving something like this to handle, look at what is going on. Can't you see that the God is great? What would have happened if this man had won election? What would have happened to Nigeria? But I must conclude my conversation. All this thing I have said is human. Let me talk from the angle of divinity. We are most grateful to Kwankwaso, New Nigeria People's Party, NNPP, under my watch. We are very grateful to him. What he's doing is an act of God. Because right now, NNPP is a very popular party in Nigeria. And we thank him. I know how many people have come to see me here and here. So I look forward to 2027. I want to say, all of you, don't get angry with Kwankwaso. He's doing, God works differently. Human being may not know. The way God works is different. Because I believe that God is using Kwankwaso to push this party. Because right now, the sympathy on NNPP is unbelievable. The calls I'm getting is unbelievable. And I believe it's the work of God. People that I'm meeting now, I can't believe it. And they're all angry. Even within the camp of Kwankwaso, it's broken down. People are angry. Now they're beginning to see the truth. And they don't want to be part of this. For instance, how can somebody as a lawmaker, you make laws, and you are in a platform that disobeys the law? Then what makes you a legislator? So some of them are reacting now. They don't want to be part of it. So I raise my case by asking all of us, please, you people should pardon Kwankwaso. I don't think he knows what he's doing. Even Jesus Christ, when they crucified, he said, nah, forgive them. They don't know what they are doing. I don't think that Kwankwaso knows what he's doing, because this is self-destruction. Politically. Why will you be doing this? For God crying out loud, look at us. From 2001 to 2022, we picked Kano, 18 federal house members, 2 senators, state assembly. Is it not for us to take off? Is it not for NNPP to take off? Look at the president of the country. He started from Lagos. Today is the president of this country. Worked very hard with a master plan, what to do, and grow up, and carry people up. Senator Kwankwaso, you've gone to the level with, assistance from, and you have Kano. Just go to Kano and look at the problem. Problem everywhere. For a very minor thing. Does it make sense? That's not how to live life. So I repeat, I don't have any grudges. against Kwankwaso. I rather say, Kwankwaso, thank you very much. But discountenance, forget about the idea of hijacking an NNPP. You can't do that. You cannot do that. You can't do that. But if Supreme Court says take, take. But even if the Supreme Court says take, is Supreme Court God? Supreme Court is not God. It's what we see physically. And that's why last time I saw him on television, I just discovered that this man, looking very pale, he's worried. He's not happy. Because he knows that he's doing what is wrong. And so who is propelling you? Who are those unemployed characters doing all these things around you? Even if they give you advice, Obasanjo told us, you can give me advice. It's left for me to take or not. So all these unemployed characters coming to television, AITRIs, making noise. The worst was this Buba Galadima. The worst. Who came to my house. He arrived at my house 2 a.m. in the morning from Abuja. 2 a.m. in the morning. Was prostrating, lying. I will show you tapes. Look at these people. Today you have turned to become a tiger. I'll show you the pictures. So I don't understand, why are we living this kind of life? Why are we teaching these small ones? And I think it is high time some of us who are getting old to get out of the system and allow these young ones, to do things better. Because I don't understand. Look at my phone. Look at this phone. Look at this phone. What do I know about this phone? And yet I'm holding it. Give my last daughter this phone, you see what he will do with it. And we keep on thinking that we are doing the right thing because nobody will speak. Thank all of you and God bless you. My name is still Dr. Aniebonam. I'm the founder of NAGAF. I know some of you know me. I can see some faces. They say,
that Kwankwaso and the group shows a kind of remorse. Will you take them back, sir? Thank you, sir.
Well, some of you may not know me. When I address media, ask me a question that I'll answer you. If you take me back while you were here when I was addressing you, you are definitely going to aggravate me. I discussed certificate here, and I saw your reactions when you asked me who is holding the certificate. But let me take it that it's for viewers again, specific. NNPP was registered in 2001, and I am the founder of the party. The certificate is with me, original. For the avoidance of doubt, Kwankwaso is just a year and 6 months in this party. How can he hold certificate? How? A party that's now 23 years and somebody just a year. Why will it? I don't understand. Okay, please, the certificate is with me, the original is with me. And I'm the founder. And I want people to, when you live here, go and read up founder. This founder we are talking about is in our constitution. Founder. It's constitutional. That the chairman board and founder is a life member, is in our constitution. It's not manufactured. There is nothing like a leader in our party. Kwankwaso is not the leader of NNPP. It's unconstitutional. It does not have any space. It's me, the founder, found in the constitution, not Kwankwaso. And let me tell you people, by end honor, so to say, all due respect, when Kwankwaso was contesting the president of this country, all right, is assumed is the leader. But the election is over. He failed now. Right now, Kwankwaso is an ordinary member of NNPP before he's being expelled from the party. Do you understand me? As soon as that presidential election was over, there's nothing like leader. He failed now. If you fail exam, you know fail. You have failed now. So the leader also is terminated by virtue of concurrent, people, these sycophants. Can I call Kwankwaso leader? Even when he was presidential candidate. I can't now. The other question you asked me, well, naturally, as a child of God, you remember the story of the prodigal son? You remember? In the Bible now, it's the story of a prodigal son who did all he did. That came back to the father and said, Father, I don't... He was even ready to go and commit suicide. The father said, don't. But you see, in the case of Kwankwaso, I'm not the one to take that decision alone. Because Kwankwaso did what is an abomination. What he did is an abomination. Look at my hand. I'm Oba of Unri. I'm a titled man. If Kwankwaso have any reason to discuss party, there's some things he has to go and do. When you commit an abomination, because what he did was an abomination. But I don't think that members of NNPP is ready to talk about Kwankwaso anymore. Nobody. In fact, their problem is me. What will the doctor say? Because they know I'm a soft-minded person. You understand? I don't like to hurt people. But this one is more than me. It's more than me. So if I want to go straight to your question, I will advise Kwankwaso to go and look for another political party. Or close to him, please go and tell him there's no need. Let him just quietly. I think there's an opening to register political parties. I don't know. I'm just hearing some people say that the INEC may register other parties. But can he quietly and gently just go away? It's better for him, for his own name, for his own sake, for his own honor. Because the entire Nigerians are against him. Go and do the sampling. You're a journalist. Go and find out. Now people are beginning to understand what kind of story is this. They come up with the story, one person do not have own a political party. Who told you that I'm the owner of the political party? Who told you? But you just want to be talking rubbish. I say I'm the founder of the party. I'm the one that dreamt about it, financed it. And of course, you must be bored and got it registered. There must be a leader. If you think that it's just like that, okay, can I ask you people, why did the Buba Galadima and the Hunko, why did they come and meet me in the village? If I'm not the founder of the party, why did they come to my house 2 a.m. in the morning, even with the level of insecurity in Anambra? See how desperate they were. And look at these people. I think Kwankwaso, to a very large extent, is bringing shame to the northern part of the country. The Norths are not known for betrayal. What kind of life is he living? And the people are just keeping quiet. It's a shame. He will not even allow me to go to this extent to expose this kind of situation. That's why I kept quiet for so long. And I saw him on live television, Look at the color. Look at the color. The color of his personal business enterprise, Kwankwaso color, is what you changed basket of fruits. Hi. I think some people don't have conscience anymore. Honestly. How can somebody do a thing like this? So, the certificate original is with me. I am the founder of New Nigeria People's Party. the Kwankwaso coming back to us, if you come and lie down, they are used to lying down, no? Because people like the day they came, they were doing like this, please, the time is against us. They can do that too, but I don't think there's need for them to do it. Nobody is interested. In fact, nobody is interested. My advice to him is to go and register another political party. But it will be more honorable for him. Now that people know